What's up, everyone? Happy Mindset Monday. And today we're talking about why it's important to hold yourself accountable. You know, we're always here holding you accountable, but it's also important when we're not there, you hold yourself accountable. And here is why that's so important. The other week, it was like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, me and Justin did a orientation for a new client. And what they said really struck me. And it was great what they said because this is what we want to inspire into you. Before we give anybody anything, you guys know we do a little 2 week, introduction. We see what you eat and blah, blah, blah. So we told them that. And the first thing they said, they're like, you know what, I'm going to start eating a lot better because I'm going to pretend that you guys are always watching me. We're like, that's a good way to think about it. You're going to start having better habits because you know somebody's watching you. And we don't assume or want you guys to really do anything the first couple weeks. Just eat better. And you guys are the role models that we want to, you're an advertisement, so we want you to do well. So anyway, we're in the back of your mind and we're like, you better eat that. The devil on one shoulder, but hopefully you have two angels, Justin and George, on both shoulders. And we're all watching. You're like, make the good decision. And that's what you want. You want to hold yourself accountable. Even when we're not there, you want to be your own angel on your shoulder. You want to be like, the cake is there. But, it doesn't fit today because I ate too much, so I can't eat the cake. So you're like, I'm not going to eat that today because I'm on a mission. I'm better than that. I don't need that right now. So you're holding yourself accountable because you know what your goals are. Once you start holding yourself accountable, everything is so much easier. Because it's not just like, screw it. I'm just going to eat it, blah, blah. It's like, no, George, you have a path you're taking. You want to succeed. And to do that, when Justin and George aren't here yelling at you or telling you you can't do this and you should do that, you should be the person because we're not going to be here forever. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be a role model for yourself. You have to do the movements that you want yourself to do in the future. So you really have to dial yourself in, start coaching yourself. And that just comes at holding yourself accountable. It's with everything. When you don't finish a deadline at work, do you go blame your boss? No. You're like, well, I was on my phone too much, so I didn't finish my paper that I was supposed to do. Oh, when my girlfriend asks me to vacuum sometimes, and I tell her, hold on, and then an hour later goes on, and I didn't vacuum. Do I tell her? She should have reminded me. I've been like, babe, I am sorry, I forgot. I hold myself accountable, and it's the same with your diet and your nutrition and your life. If you hold yourself accountable, you'll stop doing stupid things more. You'll stop making excuses more. And the more you stop making excuses, the more you stop doing things to make those excuses. Because you'll eventually go down a road where you don't need to make excuses anymore because you're not making all those mistakes. I'm not telling my girlfriend to wait an hour every time. I'm doing it right when I should. You're not on your phone for an hour because you're holding yourself accountable because you know your boss is going to yell at you. They're holding you accountable, but at the end of the day, it's you who holds yourself accountable. We can just try to help. But at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, you won't do it. So you are the last buck. You are the person that will make the change. We can help. Everybody can help. But until you hold yourself accountable and responsible for what you do, you will not change. But as soon as you do, you can literally change any aspect of your life because you are what matters. You control your life. You control how it goes. So stop giving excuses. Stop saying it's not the right time. This and this happened. No, hold yourself accountable because once you hold yourself accountable, you will be free to make the correct decisions and it will be so much easier to do, guys. So that's this week's quick mindset video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week.